In 1975, this Mexican was born in Alaska. Landed the midnight sun, and by the age of 1, forget trying to crawl. I wanted to walk, learn to talk in my own language, even though I couldn't understand. By 2, I thought it was so cool because I wasn't wearing diapers. Nah, I put on Fruit of the Looms. Cartoon characters with Dr. Doom and Spider-Man on it. By 3, Michael Jackson helped me learn my ABC, and by 4, it was How to Read with Curious George. And at 5, I began kindergarten, and at 6, I began kindergarten for the 2nd time because the teacher flunked me for not coloring inside the lines, but hey, I'm Mexican. I don't care if they're Crayolas. She should have known how I feel about borders. I was made, born and raised in America. Back for crack had flooded enslaved America. Back for blacks was stolen and named America. For Cali was claimed, named and maimed America. Made, born and raised in America with the skin like shirt. Inside out, but the label is outside in. So all you see is brown skin boy with light colored eyes flashing brown pride signs, rambling on how Cali is still Mexico. While passerby screaming me from the street, go back to where you came from. You know, they must not have read my label. The one that says made in America, born and raised in America. You constantly ask, where did you learn to speak English? Oh, well, I was born here. Therefore, I mean me by my accent. It's just produced an accident, because 2nd generation American ain't that fluent in Spanish. 1975. Thought it was a good year to be alive. Instead, I was torn from my mother's womb like Mexicans in Cali from the motherland, except I don't have a green card. I have a social security card with 9 numbers that plagued me like Holocaust survivors, although it did prevent my dad from being deported in an airport when they tried to arrest him on suspicion of selling narcotics, because a Mexican who dresses nice and carries a briefcase must sell drugs. Never mind that he's a U.S. government employee born in Wyoming in 1936. His mother was part Native American, so she was here before Columbus set sail, while Sword set sail for Cinco de Mayo, and co-op Corona images on billboards, and Taco Bell says make a run for the border, but we didn't cross the borders. Borders crossed us, or rather them, because the fact is, once again, I am a citizen of this consumer capital you call America. Made, born and raised in America. Back for crack and flooded enslaved America. Back for blacks was stolen and named America. For Cali was claimed, named and maimed America. Made, born and raised in America. See, let me give you a real simple explanation for immigration. It begins when the U.S. Army ensures the protection of foreign investments by overthrowing leaders and instilling puppet governments, killing the local economy, driving the peso into poverty, forcing my people to stay and starve or leave the country for better opportunities. Right now, this second, there is a human being being shot down at the border, being devoured by coyotes, and it takes Subcomandante Marcos to speak and remind us that we are not rebels, we are not even revolutionaries, but we are human beings who are no longer been denied our humanity. But then congressmen sporting overseas suits and say Mexicans are taking jobs from Americans. We should go back to the good old days like English only, or Jim Crow, and see the return of the Dred Scott decision, or Plessy versus Ferguson. Freaking America itself is immigrant. We ride metros influenced by railroads built by Asians, live in mansions resembling plantations that were used to enslave blacks, but back then they liked to call them Negroes, and their miscegenation with my people resulted in mestizos like my grandfather, who worked the coal mines in New Mexico, the salt mines of Arizona, bled in the fields of Colorado, Washington, and died like those picking grapes in California. He could have been one of those custodians in Pasadena, you know, working for bread and roses, or standing on a curbside selling oranges, California, where East Side nannies work for West Side mommies, where even the legal immigrants are treated like second-class citizens. It's either that, or go to New York, where you can be sodomized by the cops and live, or shot at 41 times and die, while the NYPD takes lessons from the INS, and the IRS takes taxes from even the legal immigrants' patronize of education. They're just scared because soon my people will be 50% of the population of this nation. Born and raised in America, taking over America. Hell, if you don't know by now, we weren't made in America, we made America.